Guess.
Yo, 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 what's popping? I'm Bryce Morenson. He's my older brother, Zachary Morenson. And he's our friend that we've known for a decade and a half, Andrew Franklin. Let's get it. And we're going to do a mock. Each of us are going to do a mock draft, and we're going to do a combined mock draft. Let's get it.
Oh, shizzle.
All right, I'll pull mine up.
You'll pull it up.
Yep. This is my mock draft. Let me
That's actually,
zoom.
that's a decent mock draft.
All right, so first we obviously got Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I have Caleb Williams. How about you, Zachary?
Same.
Two, I have Jaden McDaniels.
McDaniels.
Of Jaden
Is it
Daniels. I
ball?
meant Jaden Daniels. I was thinking of the Timberwolves small forward.
I've got Drake May. I don't know. I always forget that Cliff Kingsbury's in Washington now. So he might want to take a guy like Jaden McDaniels. I don't like his he has a very high sack rate.
Yes, he
Uh,
does.
and I think Drake May uses the middle of the field better, which I think will be good. And the only thing that worries me about Drake May, sometimes he just struggles with fundamentals. And
And like, has he really faced anyone this year though?
no, and he just struggles with like ball placement too, is the other thing I've noticed. So
Like, I'm very concerned that Drake May might turn into Mitch Trubisky in the league.
yeah, I think May has more arm talent than Trubisky ever had,
True.
but I could see that.
How about you? Who do you have at second, Zachary?
I have Jaden Daniels.
Same.
He's too electric for me not to have him number two. Granted, that might not be what the direction they go to, but if I were the Commanders, that's who I would personally pick.
Yeah, I think those are interchangeable.
Three. Everyone knows who I think is the best quarterback in this draft. JJ McCarthy to the
You have
face.
JJ going three.
Yeah, I do.
That's insane.
I don't have. I'll explain where I have Drake May going later.
Okay. What about JJ do you like so much?
So I was putting them like when I was making my mock draft. I was thinking of who JJ McCarthy has played versus what Drake May has played. They both have dominated bad opponents,
Yeah.
and JJ McCarthy has won a national championship. Like I know, and Drake May had a losing season, and JJ went to two playoff. Obviously, we both know that the former Georgia quarterback won two and wasn't drafted into like the sixth round, but JJ just is a lot better than who he was as a prospect.
Yeah, I think JJ is the most
NFL ready.
yeah, he played the highest he played in the most pro style offense.
Yeah.
Um and I just think sometimes he gets too locked into his primary read
And
and he
yeah,
lacks some instinct sometimes.
the one thing
And
that like a lot of people are saying is like he didn't get to show off his true ability, his handoff ability.
JJ McCarthy, in my opinion, so overrated. People get over the get fascinated by the fact that he went 15-0 last year. What did he do? He handed the ball off to Blake Corum to get over 20 plus touchdowns. He didn't really beat anybody with his arm.
He
Yes,
beat
there were a
Ohio
few
State with his
times.
arm.
I'd say that was maybe more their running.
Who do you have at three, Zach?
And he got big plays the year before. Just because he was somewhat efficient against weaker competition and not being the guy in the big games. Like if you're not the focal point of your offense in the national championship, you're just going to be a guy that's just going to hand it off and you're just out there not to lose me a game. You're not out there to win me a game. You're out there so you don't lose me the game.
I'll put it this
And
way. Michigan was
trying to
up
pick on
that
that
whole
guy.
game. They were running because they were destroying Washington.
Even if it was close, they still would have ran a lot with Corum and Edwards.
Who do you have at 3, Zachary?
Drake May.
Okay. I'm assuming we all have the same number 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
MHJ.
I don't think he's as big as a prospect as people assume he is, but he's still the best wide receiver in this class, so. And the Cardinals need a wide receiver.
I think he's taller version of Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
People are comparing. I saw a lot of comparisons. He's a taller version of his dad.
Well,
And
yeah, that too. Devontae
Well, yeah, that's kind of
more relevant.
That's his dad.
Number
But
5.
I'd go up and snatch the ball out of the air than regular Marvin Harrison just because of the height and the physicality.
Zachary and I did not do trades. Andrew did. With number 5, I have Los Angeles drafting Joe Alt. But if they decide to trade Justin Herbert, they are picking a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like I would say if JJ McCarthy's there at 5, they should snag him for their coach.
Well, I think it's funny that Harbaugh will hype up JJ McCarthy, but if he really thought he was that good, then he's gonna trade Herbert and pick McCarthy.
It would be the best possible thing for him.
Yeah, I just don't. I think he was with him for his whole college career and is like, eh.
But yeah,
So-
I have the Chargers picking Joe Alt. I know they need a wide receiver, but they also need an offensive line.
I agree. I like Joel.
How
I
about
have
you?
him as well.
You have Joe Alt?
Yes, sir.
All right, here you guys got it 6.
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
I got Neighbors as well.
Neighbors to me, he's Antonio Brown. His short area explosiveness is
Hopefully his
probably,
mentality is not the same and he retires mid-game.
yeah. His short area explosiveness and separation is probably the best we've seen in a while in the draft from a prospect. My only thing that is a problem with him is I think he relies too much on just his raw talent in college. Like he needs to get more develop his actual skills more rather than just use his talent.
I think what helped him was having Brian Thomas Jr. near him. That really helped him.
Yes. And then he also just needs to attack the ball in the air more. When he goes up for a jump ball, he just kind of lets it fall.
For me, another comparison, like a lower end comparison for him is a T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, I can see that.
Tennessee. I have Fasano.
Olumaiwa Fashano.
Yes, that's who I have going to Tennessee.
Yeah,
You
have Joe Alt since you traded the Chargers.
Yep. I like these two tackles to me are interchangeable. I think Fashano he's really good against counter moves and he has good foot speed and balance.
Like he looked really good against Michigan's D line.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how good he did against Ohio State's D line though.
I'm not sure. Joe Alt to me he gets off balance too much sometimes, but I still think he'll go before him. So
same. How about you, Zachary? Who do you have?
I have Olumaiwa Fashano as well. Tennessee, I feel that they're going to at least give Will Levis a year. He did show that he has a pretty good arm going down the field. He just needs to adapt to the game and read it faster so that he can make those decisions and use his arm properly. And keeping him protected in the pocket will allow him to do that, and they'll be able to find out whether or not he's the guy, or if not, they're probably going to suck, have a top pick, and pick the best available quarterback in next year.
Yeah, they're gonna go to the lure for Shador.
Or Ewers.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe even Will Howard do well.
True. Okay.
I doubt it. But
Atlanta. I have Atlanta
Atlanta.
drafting an edge rusher and Dallas Turner. I just think like they need something on that defense. Like their defense was pretty much just JC Bates last year. JC Bates is amazing, might I add. And Calais Campbell did do good, but I think he's retired.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Turner. If they don't take a wide receiver, they're going to take Turner.
I don't think they really need a wide receiver though at this point. They're just. I know that you're probably just trying at that point just to put the
Well,
best
they only
weapons.
really have one wide receiver though, like in Drake May.
Yeah, but they just have so many more pressing needs.
Yeah. Who do you have, Zachary?
For the Atlanta Falcons, I have Dallas Turner as well.
Yep. Chicago Bears.
I've got them trained down with the Saints. If for Chicago, if the big three wide receivers aren't there at 9, they're going to trade down.
True.
And so I think that the Saints will trade up and get Fashanu.
I have them drafting JC Latham. I know they drafted a offensive lineman. Wasn't he an Ohio State offensive lineman? But besides that, they need other offensive linemen, and I think JC Latham can be a blocker for Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I like Latham. I just think he dips his head too much in pass pro.
I think that's what he did wrong in the game against Michigan. They very well should have beaten Michigan.
Yeah. He's got the best footwork of any lineman in the draft though.
Yep. How about you, Zachary?
For the Chicago Bears, I have Rome Odunze.
Okay.
The Bears just get themselves a third outside weapon as a receiver for Caleb Williams. Having DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and now Rome Odunze setting up their rookie to succeed.
I agree.
You want to do the Jets for Zachary?
I have the same pick as Andrew, as I can see. I have Brock Bowers as well.
I don't. I have.
I would have him, in my opinion. I think he should go to the Chargers. Him and Justin Herbert would be a great combination. I just don't think they're going to do that. And the Jets, they need a tight end, and I don't see him going past this at all.
I have
So I have
let's see. Is it Funga? How do you pronounce it? Buanga. They need more offensive linemen. Like I know they've been terrible drafting offensive linemen. They're gonna try one more time in the first round to get an offensive lineman that they need. So Aaron Rodgers can play more than 3 snaps.
Sure.
That's definitely their goal.
Denver.
No, he's getting Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Oh yeah, that's right, Minnesota. I have Drake May going to Minnesota at 11.
If he falls to 11, that's crazy.
Well, I didn't predict any trades.
I know.
He will 1,000% be drafted before 11. Since I didn't predict any trades, none of the other teams need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, the Jets might draft a quarterback.
I think that they'll take a guy in the later rounds that they like that they think has potential.
True.
Oh.
Yeah, I have
Oh.
yeah. Funga to Minnesota. Oh, to the Chargers.
Yeah, I have Honga to the Chargers. And to me, this like if Minnesota gives you a trade value that you can't refuse, to me, these top three tackles, even top four
This
tackles,
is an insane tackle draft.
that's what I think if you get pick 11 and 23 to fall back 6 spots and still get a tackle that you like, then
Yep.
to me that's a no-brainer.
I
They'd
don't.
probably still get third or fourth rounder too as well.
It's crazy how Minnesota got the 23 overall pick with not even with the Texans.
Well, I have Minnesota getting JJ McCarthy. I think if he's available, the Minnesota Vikings are up there in terms of need. The only quarterback I can think of that they have on their roster is Jaron Hall.
Minnesota has got that one guy.
That is very helpful.
I
Dan Mullins.
know that.
Dan,
Yeah.
Mullins.
Dan. the heck is
Mullins.
Sam Darnold.
Nick Mullins?
They got
Oh,
Sam
yeah, they have
Darnold.
Sam Darnold too. Do they have Mullins or am I dumb?
I have no idea if they have Mullins. Well, they did last year.
Yeah, but you don't want Sam Darnold to be your starting quarterback.
It's a good bridge quarterback if you want to suck
Yeah.
one more year.
Yeah.
I guess. But
Denver.
Laiatu Latu. I already have Dallas Turner getting drafted.
Yeah. No, and that's fair. Dallas is going. They're going. I mean, Denver's going edge rusher.
They could go quarterback, but maybe they trust Zach Wilson.
They're another team that'll take a guy. Sean Payton's going to like a guy in the later rounds that he thinks can develop.
And they don't develop.
Yeah.
yeah, I have Latu as well.
Yep.
All right.
Las Vegas Bo Nix.
You think they'd go Knicks over Penix?
Yes, I do. I just think like Penix is way more injury prone. Like he's got like I think he tore both ACLs in college. But
Yeah.
they're both old quarterbacks, old rookie quarterbacks. And Bo Nix looked better.
I think Vegas is going to trade down because they know they can get a quarterback later. And I think the Eagles trade up to get a corner.
Oh, Quinion Mitchell.
Yep.
It's a decent corner. How about you, Zach? Who do you have with Vegas?
Talise Fuaga.
Okay. They do need a tackle. Other tackle.
Okay.
New
This is
Orleans.
where I've got Bears going edge rusher after trading down with the
Saints.
Saints. Yeah.
I think we technically both have. Oh, never mind. You have Fasciano up there for the Saints. I thought. Oh yeah, Zach had Roma Dunze. Hey, being to the. Yeah, I've Roma Dunze to the Saints. I just think like yeah, they need another wide receiver on the other side of Chris Olave.
Yeah.
Because they lost Slant Man himself, who didn't do anything the past like 4 years.
They still have Shaheed.
They need another guy who can be the number one any given week.
Yeah.
I have the Saints getting Jared Verse. Cam Jordan's getting old. They also need help on the other side as well. They just need an edge rusher.
Now my team, the Indianapolis Colts. I have Brock Bowers. I think the Colts are either going to get an edge a corner, or a tight end. The only tight end here would be Brock Bowers in the first round.
I think Indy goes wide receiver, and I think they take Brian Thomas, which I don't personally like Brian Thomas. I think he's just Martavis Bryant.
Same.
And yeah, I do like he improved a lot from 22 to 23, which is a good sign. But
People are treating
But
that.
if you start
that
Brian, gotta remember, players can now smoke weed in the league and not get suspended.
that's true. That's true.
the one thing that I'm not liking is people are acting like the wide receivers in LSU are going to turn into Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson again.
Yes.
That's not going to happen.
Yes.
I
Seattle.
have been going with they need the most.
What?
The
Is it
corner,
Cooper
Terry
DeJean?
Arnold. No, Terrion Arnold.
I would love Terrion Arnold.
It's a good one.
Seattle. Oh, Jacksonville. Oh, yeah, Seattle's over. I have Troy, but yeah, that guy that you have.
Yeah. The Seattle O-line coach coached him at some
Yeah.
point. I read, so
How about you, Zachary?
I have them getting Johnny Newton or Jerzon Newton.
Okay.
They need somebody up front to just eat up space, sometimes get to the quarterback, stop the run.
Yeah,
I saying them saying they need cornerbacks, but it's like that's not your most glaring need. You still have Witherspoon and Reek Woolen.
hey, it's good to
Having
always improve your
good
best.
cornerbacks is a luxury that they have other pressing needs. And with the quality that I think Johnny Newton can play, they're going to go with him over a corner.
It would not
Or other
surprise
guys.
me if they draft a quarterback, though.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Not in the first round.
Yeah, not at 16. They could take a guy like Rattler.
Oh, in the second round.
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Teron Arnold.
That's why I have Jared Verse going. Jacksonville could use anything, honestly.
Yeah. They blew it last year.
This is where I have Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, most of the corners are interchangeable.
Yep. Number 19. In Los Angeles Rams. Oh, Cincinnati Bengals at 18. I have Brian Murphy the second. They need a D tackle.
Yeah, especially to replace DJ Reader.
Yeah.
They have there. I could see them also getting maybe somebody like a safety or a corner, but not with currently who's available at that pick.
I do like your pick in Tyler Gooden, though.
Yeah, I like him a lot. This guy is probably the best moving offensive tackle I've ever seen. Like, he could legitimately play tight end. I think, like, it's pretty impressive.
I'm assuming a blocking tight end, not a catching tight end.
Yeah, but like he just moves that well, and like the only thing sometimes his pad level is a little high, and he has some late reactions to things.
Yeah,
but
I could see him moving to a guard, though.
yeah, I could see it.
How about you, Zachary?
yeah.
Did you do your
Come
Cincinnati?
around. Yeah, I have Byron Murphy the second as well.
Okay. With 19, that's where I have Michael Penix Jr.
The Rams.
I'm putting it this way. It's like a safety blanket for you never know how long Matthew Stafford has left.
Yeah, that's why I think they get a more developmental guy too.
Okay.
Well, they just got didn't they just get Carson Wentz to be their backup?
Yeah, but who wants Carson Wentz?
He wasn't bad on my team.
He's not a bad backup.
Yeah,
Like
but he's not good for the future.
I thought he was the future quarterback of my team.
This is where
I
I
have-
this is where I Byron Murphy
I
I
have
could see
him going.
him getting Brian Murphy too.
with Aaron Donald
Yeah.
retiring. They're gonna want an interior lineman.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh no, I didn't get
Oh,
mine.
my bad. I wasn't thinking. Go ahead,
I
Zach.
have the boy Fautanu just to protect Matt Stafford because they were cheeks when they did not have Matt Stafford.
Yes, they
Except
were.
for my team.
All right, at 20, I've got Pittsburgh trading 20th pick for Brandon Ayuk.
20th, I have
Ooh.
I have the Steelers drafting Amos Mims.
Amarius Mims, same.
So then I think the Niners take Mitchell.
I could see it. 21, Miami Dolphins. I have them drafting a center in Graham Barton. Their all line was their offensive and defensive line got screwed over by free agency.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I think they go defense though.
I can also see them getting Jackson Powers Johnson though.
Yeah, I don't even have him in the first round.
For
But-
some reason, I gave him Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, as well.
They like weapons out there, so they're just going to add to their weapons. Plus, Tyreek Hill only has 2 more years in his career if he does do what he says, where his current contract will mark the end of his career when it ends, which would be 2 more seasons.
Philadelphia Eagles. I have the Eagles getting Quinion Mitchell.
I've got the Raiders traded back, and I think they take Penix.
I think we both have the Dolphins getting Mitchell at different points. You had them trading up to get Mitchell.
Yeah, the Eagles, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about you, Zachary?
I have them getting Chop Robinson.
Okay. Like he slowed down at the end of last year, though.
Do you have all the other ends taken already, Zach?
Like Jairus Verse.
Yeah,
Verse Latu and Turner.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Minnesota. I have
Soda.
Not Barton. I have Jared Verse.
And I've got the Chargers also taking 2 offensive tackles in the first round,
That's a good one.
and getting Latham.
So then where would I can't remember his last name, but where would that thick guy on the end from Northwestern play?
He struggled this year. Oh, Slater. He
Yeah.
struggled.
I don't know. I just think
He struggles to stay on the field.
it's my personal philosophy. I think you take as many
Offensive
as you
lineman.
can. Yep.
And you always can move a tackle to guard. It's easier to move a tackle to guard than a guard to a tackle.
Yep. Guards almost never go to tackle.
Yep.
I think Latham can play inside. Like his pass blocking is his weakness. So if you move him into guard, then like he's got the best footwork. So he's a good run passer, and he doesn't really have to worry about like counter moves and stuff in pass sets that much.
Yep. The Dallas Cowboys.
No, I have the
Oh.
Vikings getting
Who?
Nate Wiggins.
Okay. I don't think I have Nate Wiggins in the first round. I don't.
I do. He reminds me a lot of Denzel Ward. Like a lot of him.
Dallas Cowgirls. I have Jackson Powers Johnson. Their offensive line is getting so old.
Yeah, that's why I got Mims here.
I have Latham here.
Well, Dallas also just lost their potential Hall of Fame tackle this offseason.
Green Bay.
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper. Yeah, same. I have him getting Cooper DeJean.
I have them taking Graham Barton. His best center, best offensive lineman overall in the draft. He can play all 5 spots. So
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's
I
what I
also
got.
I have
I have Chop
Kool-Aid.
Robinson. I could see, yeah, that I think that, yeah, Chop Robinson.
I think they get refreshed with their pick. I think they go quench their thirst with some Kool-Aid.
Arizona, I have Jason Newton.
Jerzon.
Yeah. How about you, Zachary?
I have him getting Graham Barton.
Okay.
They got to protect Kyler Murray in what may be his last year, but he did look good once he came back. But they got to protect him. They got to keep him on the field. If not, they're going to be cheeks again.
Top participants to request local.
We got it. I'm recording right now.
No,
We got him, guys.
sweet.
Okay. We're on Buffalo, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. Buffalo Bills. I do not like this prospect whatsoever. Brian Thomas Jr. But they just lost a wide receiver, so I have to draft the best one available.
yeah. I've got Keon Coleman.
It's a great product. If their quarterback didn't get injured, he very well might have been a top 15 pick.
All I know is that first game of the year against LSU that he had was one of the best games by a college player this past season. When he
Yeah.
had 3 touchdowns. And he had like 3 mosses. Like he mossed 3 different dudes on separate occasions.
Yeah, I think he fits just what the Bills need at a wide receiver.
Yeah.
I have them going John I. Mitchell with him still being available. But then again, they could go Keon Coleman.
Yeah, I also have Detroit getting Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that just makes sense in my head.
Same. They just lost that guy to the Eagles, even though he's a safety.
I have them getting Darius Robinson.
Okay.
That's high.
Yep.
Well, there's always one high guy.
I don't know.
That's my high.
I could see it being him.
San Francisco has my high guy, and you both know who it is.
Who?
We'll get there.
All right, 30. That's what I got. Baltimore getting Cooper DeJean.
I have them getting Tyler Gooden.
I think it's too bad there aren't really any like first round linebackers.
Oh,
Yeah.
middle backers or just linebackers?
Just
Linebackers.
Because like edge rushers can be linebackers.
Yeah, that's true. But there's no true linebacker for them to take to replace Queen.
Hey, they got their king though.
It's true.
San Francisco.
Well, no, I have the BYU product of Kingsley going to the Ravens.
That's high for him, I think. But
31. I have Kingsley going to the San Francisco 49ers. Do you want to
That's-
talk about why that's high? Why do you get
I
think
that he'll work to be really good. He just has the size and explosiveness that aren't teachable.
Yeah. You can't teach size.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
Um,
really a pick. It's more of a potential pick.
yeah, I
But then
agree.
again, I would see
I
why
think he
they might go Tyler Guyton, and I could see why Bryce would have them go with like a San Francisco, especially because then he could learn from a Trent Williams if he doesn't end up retiring before
Yeah.
the season's.
hey, he looked good in his baby thing. He looked good with that tackle in form in his baby announcement when he found out he was having a son.
Yep.
But yeah, like the reason I have Kingsley this high is because I think he has the best potential out of the tackle in this draft as a tackle, but he has the lowest floor of a first
Yeah.
round tackle.
He was just a little too inconsistent for me. I won't say much more else because I do like Kingsley.
I'm assuming we all have Kansas City drafting a wide receiver.
But I didn't do mine.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
didn't?
didn't just go either.
I've got this is where I think a team trades back up in the first round to get a guy like Bo Nix. I've got San Francisco going to get a first round pick from the Steelers for Ayuk. But I think they're going to look to shop and see what they can get. And if Bo Nix is there this late, I think you'll have teams wanting
That's very true.
wanting him.
How about you, Zach? Who do you have with San Fran?
I have Tyler Guyton.
Okay. Obviously, since I have a Donnie Mitchell going to the Chiefs. But you, Zachary.
I have Xavier Worthy.
I think they take Troy Franklin.
Like, I'm kind of concerned about Xavier Worthy, Zach. The reason I'm saying that is because he could either be a John Ross or a Tyreek Hill. Like, there's like nothing there. That's a
I
big.
just think his speed and how much that boosted his potential and the glaring need that the Chiefs have and how successful they were with an incredibly fast and high acceleration man that they had in Tyreek Hill previously.
Well, they
I
have
think
Hollywood Brown now.
true, but doesn't he only have like one more year? And they
Oh,
don't
that's
know what's going to be Rice.
fair.
Rishi Rice very well could end up in prison,
True.
and if so, rightfully so.
Okay, now we're gonna talk about. You wanted to talk about each position, Andrew?
No, I think we recapped it going through it. So
Okay. But yeah.
we can do a mock draft.
Yeah, we'll do a combined mock draft really quickly.
All right, so there's a bunch of different settings on here we can do. Do we want to do all teams?
It's up to you, Andrew. We could do one Browns, one Colts.
So 7 rounds.
We could
Or
do
do
like
we want to
Browns
do
and
just
Colts.
do we want to do just the first? Or we can do all 7 with our teams.
Yeah, all seven with our teams.
Okay, Colts. Okay, we'll do the public board, care for positional value, probably a little higher. Well,
Probably.
no less. Drafter needs, that's something.
Yeah.
Randomness.
Less. We want that.
Okay.
Okay. Enter draft.
Enter draft.
Start draft.
Okay. You can also do trades if you'd like.
I'm not going to do any trades. I don't. Obviously, people are going to assume the Colts are. I've been seeing us trading up, but I just disagree. I could see the Giants getting JJ.
No Bowers to Minnesota. All right.
See. Latu. If Latu's there, I'm happy.
Oh, you got another one. Well, I guess it's because you guys didn't make the playoffs.
Okay. Yes, we did
If you
not
put
make the
Detroit
playoffs. We missed the playoffs by 12
20 points
yards. By
down the
12
line.
yards. By 12 yards. Zach Frazier.
Xavier Legette to Houston. All right.
I would probably have Mike, that corner. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that last name.
Sam Risto. I really like him as a cornerback. I think he's underrated. Who do we get?
Zachary can talk about the Browns.
I'm fine with I'd be fine with Fisk, Purcell, or Jenkins.
Yeah, I think we probably go fifth because he's just been moving up recently. But then again, Andrew Berry's really the kind of guy, hopefully, that'll take into rises. So hopefully, just look at what he thinks, not at all what
I wanted Jonah
these other.
to slide to the third round.
Yeah, I remember when Fisk entered the transfer portal last year. He was the first guy I ever watched and evaluated. So
Nice.
The guy I wanted in the third round, Josiah Ellis. Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's where we'll draft a wide receiver and yeah, the guy from I think it was
McMillan. If McMillan's available,
yeah, that was who I was thinking.
He's so underrated, and so is Jalen Polk.
Yeah, McMillan, 1000%. The Browns.
I like Bucky. I don't love Ray Davis. Linebacker.
Yeah, linebacker.
No,
Oh, you want Tommy?
Not right now.
no. I probably
This is not a good linebacker draft at all.
What about you're not that big on Wilson, are you? Or do you think he's just too much of an injury concern?
who?
Johnny Wilson?
Uh I'd be fine with it.
That's
So
what I think they'd probably go with.
forfeited.
USC running back.
I got stronger. We could kind of have him out, kind of like a tight end and some passing sets.
Speaking of USC running backs, because I just saw one get drafted. Good job, Reggie Bush, getting your Heisman back.
They have Minnesota taking Cade Stover and Brock Bowers.
Why?
All right, Bryce. What do you think?
A defensive
Yeah,
guy.
T.J. Hawkinson.
Can you go to linebackers? Oh no, scroll down. I found a guy. It's Sione. I didn't Sione.
Oh, Sanawaki.
I forgot. I didn't expect him to be here. I expected him to be like a high fourth round pick, not to my team.
All right, I'm pausing. We're trading up with Houston.
Okay.
Take 123, you're getting 156, 227. Oh, whoops. I didn't give him enough. And 6
You
round.
want to get a booty player?
Oh, I'm taking Estime.
So you're gonna draft multiple running backs in this draft?
We didn't take a running back yet.
Oh, I thought you did. Tony Eichenberg.
Are you not really sold on Ford's ability going forward? Or do you think running back is just a position that you need a lot of depth in? Because we did also get what's his name? He was on the Bears last year. We also got Foreman.
I just really like Estime, and I think I don't know. Not that I'm not
love me.
Bryce, by the way, Cole
Yeah.
Bishop. I think he could go in the second round.
Same. I think he's really good. I didn't know he was there. I would have picked.
If he's in the fourth round, that's ridiculous.
If I knew Cole Bishop was there, I would have picked him over Sione Vaki. Is that fair?
Yes, 100%.
But I think they're both studs. The Colts. Now you can go to linebackers. Now we need a linebacker. Oh wait, I haven't drafted a cornerback. So go to corner. I really love Kalen King. I know he got like he kind of has the same problem that the Georgia cornerback was having in last year or his draft, where he
Holker.
what
Holker's another really good tight end. Sorry.
yeah. Wait, he got drafted by the Vikings. Oh, are you saying good tight end? Yeah.
Yeah, they have Dolphins here.
Oh, you guys don't have a fifth round pick?
No, or we traded.
Oh, Andrew probably traded it.
Yeah, that was in the whatever.
Pretty good. Hey,
You want a punter?
We just
I
re-signed
like Johnny. I like Johnny Dixon, but
Same.
he's like a
Pick
he's
Johnny Dixon. We're gonna have both.
You're gonna take two corners?
They're later round picks, and we really need like some guys.
That's right.
they could use two.
Yeah, we just re-signed our punter to like 3 years, I believe. So I don't think we're drafting a punter. I'm gonna be honest, I did not want to re-sign him for 3 years because he's just came off his Achilles and cancer.
All right. Here.
You could use a punter though.
Oh, Carson Steele would be good, but we already took him
Joe
right now.
Milton would be a good pick for you guys.
I like DTR still a lot.
Austin Reed. It's a good quarterback.
I think I would go probably
Barner.
I will
Barner.
say AJ Barner is also a good tight end.
We need to replace Harrison Bryant.
Yeah, they got that guy from Carolina, but
The Colts. But yeah, imagine if we get our correct 7 round mock draft correctly.
Carson Steele.
Joe Milton.
Big Joe Milton.
I think, yeah, because we need a backup quarterback. Joe Milton is closer to an AR play style than Joe Flacco.
Yeah, who's linebackers?
Hold on. My computer froze.
That happens to me fine.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
Okay. Everything's frozen.
ooh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, it's our video for you guys. Bye. Yeah,
I guess
Devonshire. Do you guys have any final words?
Nope.
Go Browns, and go Cavs tomorrow too.
Go Heat on Saturday. Bye.
I guess Cavs more rest. Yeah.